Welcome inside the CitrusTV studios for another web edition of Cuse Countdown alongside Jackson Ajello and Emily Wood. I'm Nick Guzman, and earlier today, Coach John Desko had some news about preseason All-ACC defender Nick Mellen.
Any update on Nick Mellen?
I think Nick's going to be done for the season. Yes, he's going to have a procedure done, and he had an injury that we possibly could have limped through, but I don't think it was worth taking the chance, so he's going to be done for the season.
It's a big loss, I mean, I've said it before. I think he's a really talented player, probably one of the best cover guys in the country. So it's a really nice thing to have when you can kind of shut down the other team's best player. But I think the guys we have are capable. We look really good. They all are playing really hard. They all bring something unique to the table that meshes really well. So I think that we're going to be fine. We're going to be a pretty good defense still. So I'm pretty confident.
So Nick Mellen done for the season with an undisclosed injury. Guys, has to be a big loss for Coach John Desko's squad.
I mean, anytime you lose a preseason All-American, obviously your team's going to feel that loss a little bit. And especially once you look at it, he was slated to become that Brandon Mullins role for this year's team. He was going to be that shutdown defender. Without him, you're going to have to see, you'll really start to be able to see it this week against Albany. Much better team, 13th ranked. That's where you're really going to find out how much they're going to miss him this year.
Right, well, absolutely. Anytime you lose what was supposed to be your only returning starter, that's going to hurt. You're not going to have the experience out there on the field that you would have had. A lot of young guys, hopefully some of them will be able to step up. But like you said, they only let up 6 goals against Siena. I know that they're going to have stronger tests down the road, but that was a really good start for a young defensive unit.
Still definitely a very impressive showing. Yes, only 6 goals against Siena, but as you said, Jackson, Albany comes in with a very good attack. Connor Fields being one of the best attackers in the nation. Who just steps up for Syracuse? You got Marcus Cunningham, Scott Furman, Tyson Bodberry. Who of those 3 are going to have to pick up the slack?
Well, I think Scott Furman might have to pick up the slack the most. He's the senior leader for this team, and I think that's really what's going to be the key for this team, is because he can really be the captain and more so the leader in terms of the defense of where to be. People need to know where to go. It's going to be a lot more about communication without that one-on-one talent of someone who can shut down another player on the other team. It's going to need to be a team concept.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, Jackson. Scott Furman, he's a senior. I know he's making the transition from the long stick midfielder, so he hasn't played for a defensive role yet. However, he is a team captain. He has been on the team. He should have that senior leadership going forward, be able to teach the young guys and adjust to a role a little bit easier than maybe a freshman or sophomore could.
Well, Scott Furman did play close defense in high school, so does have experience covering the attackers, but we'll have to see how he adjusts to the added pressure of losing Nick Mellen for the season. Well, that does it for this web edition of Cuse Countdown. For Jackson and Emily, I'm Christian. Enjoy Saturday's game against Albany, Syracuse.